Hi there, welcome to the Hands of Grace series. I'm Tracy Holloway. I am a metaphysician. I've been working in the area of energy healing and energy psychology for over 20 years. And so I've got a huge amount of experience really working one-to-one with clients, thousands of hours of practical application of all kind of methodologies that help to support people to move from their stuckness, their challenges, the difficulties they might be facing into a clearer, happier, more empowered place of being, where they can live a more authentic life. So I've worked in that area of healing the body physically, the mind, the emotions, the mental body. I work in a psycho-spiritual way, so I help people to reach the higher levels, frequencies, dimensions of themselves, to evolve into a more awakened state of being. And I've not only worked with one-to-one clients over all these years in many, many different ways, weaving all kinds of techniques and modalities into my work. I've also been a teacher of teachers who practice these kinds of techniques. And I've also, and still do, work as a public speaker and a teacher trainer. And my main area of work is in the area of awakening human consciousness. So I'm a visionary for New Earth. I've been a lifetime practitioner of all kinds of inner workings in that kind of field, which means that I activate portals and gateways, stargates, earth gates, work with grids, power grids. I speak many light languages. I write light language. I'm an automatic writer, a channeler, a seer, a mystic. So many labels. But with all of this lifetime of passion that I have, and over 20 years of professional work in this area, it means that I'm now in a position to be able to offer you all of that insight, all of that awareness, all of what I've learnt, and to make it accessible to you in the most straightforward and clear, usable way that I possibly can. And that's my intention, to help demystify things, to make them accessible to everyone, regardless of background or beliefs or perceptions, that we are all in this together. We're at a huge crossroads, if you like, in the evolution of human consciousness. And that means that we are waking up to new ideas, new awareness, a new perception for many, that we are very interconnected, that everything is connected, that there is nothing separate, and what one happens to one person has a ripple effect and goes on to affect everything else. And the more conscious we become of that, the more conscious we become of our own personal journey, then the more aware we need to be of how we are behaving, the choices that we make, how they impact our own lives, the lives of other people, and our collective journey here on this planet. And we're at a critical crossroads on that path currently. And that's why I wanted to bring you this Hands of Grace series. I mean, our hands at the moment, they're getting a little bit of a hard time. We're in the 2020 pandemic. People are all over the world in lockdown. Lots of hands being washed and lots of worries and concerns. And I thought, well, what better time to really share with you the magic and the power of your own healing hands, and to get them super activated, ready for a new phase of your life, a new, more awakened way of being and working with the energies of your own personal journey, and to be more empowered, to get you fully on board, more confident in getting into the flow and finding balance. And these activations that I'm going to bring to you over these 6 sessions, there'll be 1 each session, they are new activations. They came through at the end of March, and I've been integrating them, getting them ready to deliver to you. And so our beautiful hands, ready to receive these activations, will then become the portals, if you like, for the new frequency to come in from the cosmos, from the universe, from the energies that are throughout all of creation. Whatever label you want to put onto that is absolutely okay, you know, whatever language you use. I try and be as inclusive as possible in everything that I do. And so whether we're talking about universal energy, source energy, creator energy, God energy, whatever you like to call it, nature's force, anything you like, we are using the power of creation, the energy of the cosmos, the life force that flows through everything, the magic that's within the heart of all creation. And we're calling that in to channel that through the vortexes, the palm vortices within your hands, to activate these, super activate them. And so as they channel the energy of grace into your body, clearing away, flushing out all that you no longer want to hold on to, helping you to become a clearer channel. And there's a huge amount of old stored information that's ready to be released. And at this 2020 gateway time, with these new activations in place, there's no better position for you to be in than taking a self-healing journey through the systems of your body. So after the initial 6 activations, 1 in each session, and through those 6 sessions, you will learn the hand positions for self-healing. And then by the end of those 6 sessions, after receiving all the activations and learning the hand positions, you'll be ready and eager to get started on a 21-day self-healing process. There are 18 hand positions. They take 3 minutes each position. And so it's about an hour a day, just under, but about an hour a day that you're going to commit to yourself, to your own self-development, your own awakening journey. And really, it's about self-love. It's about you loving yourself with these new energies flowing into you, opening you up to receive more of who you really are. And so within that 21-day self-healing process, you'll learn all about how the energy works with you personally, because everyone's unique. Everyone's body receives and works with energy differently. It's unique to you. And also the information that you have stored within you based on the experiences of your life so far, those stories are unique to you. Now, we often share a kind of collective story as well. There are many layers that we share, and though the story may have a slightly different flavour, there are many stories that are collectively shared. And so as we resolve our own personal stories, the emotional charge of each of these stories, and we loosen the hold that the memories of those stories have over us, then we soften into a position of flow that opens us up to new experiences. Experiences of a higher vibration. This energy healing is all about raising your vibration. As we work with the 2020 energies and we move into this new awakened state, it is absolutely essential that we raise our vibration. We're doing this both on a personal level through our own journey of awakening and at a collective level, a shared journey. And so as people begin to become more conscious, more aware of the interconnectedness of all things, and start to become more conscious of the decisions that they make, the choices that they make, how they act, how they behave, the pre-programmed responses and reactions they have, and their kind of opportunity, if you like, that's being offered to change those patterns and those habits. And so as this invitation to become more conscious comes to you more and more, settles into your heart, opens up all the systems of your body, then the releasing of that which you no longer want becomes a natural process. The stuck energies, the stagnant energies, the resistant energies. The beautiful thing about working with hands-on energy healing is how simple it is. That's why I love it so much, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. It's just the simplest thing. It's like you don't need any tools, you've got them. You don't need to have any extras. And you take your hands with you wherever you go. So you've always got it on hand, literally. It can't get better than that, can it? You know, the universe literally provides us with everything that we need, huh? And so we've got these beautiful hands that are ready and willing and able. And the most wonderful thing is that once you've learnt to do this, and it's natural and easy, but once you've got a sense of it and a confidence with it, you can do it anywhere, anytime. I mean, I set you up with this structure to start with, just because sometimes it's nice just to have a sense of structure and flow, and it will give you an opportunity to see how the energies work within your own unique system, within your own unique being. But eventually you'll find that you can just put your hands on you wherever you are. You know, you might just be watching a movie and just give yourself some healing. You might just be on a train and give yourself some healing. So wherever you are, you will know and trust and tune in and channel these beautiful supporting energies into your body, relaxing your mind, helping to balance your emotions, helping to detoxify the physical body, loosening up any stuckness, getting rid of anything that you don't want that's hanging around in you, flushing you through, and just helping to soften you. That's what I love about hands-on healing the most. It's so beautiful, such a soft, soft energy. And this time of awakening is very much to do with softening. I'll talk more about that when we talk about physical body and the health of our physical bodies. But when we bring these energies in and we start to soften ourselves from the inside, softening our restricted thought processes, our limited thinking, softening any of those hard emotional states that we've been stuck in, where we just can't let go of that resentment, or we just don't want to let go of that feeling of powerlessness because we're not quite ready to step into our true power, for example. When we start to soften all of that, make some space for some new energies to come in, we start to awaken new possibilities within us. And so rather than going at things in a hard way that actually can make us shut down, reject new ideas, stay stuck in our limited place because we're overrun with cortisol, we're overrun with fear, we're overrun with the scared sense of what change might bring. Instead of it being hard, it's very soft and very inviting. And it makes it possible then for that softness to really work its magic at the deepest possible levels within you. Even in those places of really deep pain. Even in places where there has been trauma, deep trauma. It can all be softened. And in that softening, it can be gently released. In its own time and in a way that's right for you. And sometimes when things have softened enough and they release in that way, it's like you hardly even notice them leave. Because the softening has expanded your energy body to such an extent that it just slips out, gone. You're like, oh, I'm not feeling that same thing anymore. I'm not holding on in the way that I was. I don't feel like I'm carrying all that baggage that I've been carrying for so long. Feel lighter, feel more relaxed, feel more at ease with myself. So that's the kind of thing that we're looking to achieve. Gently, softly. But there really is power in that softness. Real power. And learning how to channel grace, to allow that real soft fluidity to be in your life, will support you to navigate the coming years that may otherwise be very challenging. There's a huge shift occurring globally. There is no stopping it. It is inevitable. And all of the systems that we are clinging to, that we are connected to, the structures that have been the templates for our creation of reality up to date and the history that we hold, all of that is gently, sometimes shockingly, and definitely without doubt going to fall apart, collapse. It has to, yeah. These are old systems of information that can no longer support our evolution. And so like a rickety old building that's become unable to sustain those that live in it, the global networks, the structures of our world can no longer support us, can no longer support humanity, because their foundations, the foundations of the building weren't set in a sustainable base. And so the building has been built on these very rocky foundations. And we're really beginning to feel that now. For some people it's been rocky for a long time. For some people it will become more rocky now as they start to wobble and start to feel almost like the carpet being taken from underneath their feet, you know, or the sense that it's like a moving staircase. Trying to climb up and it just keeps changing and moving. All these various metaphors that I could use. And this structure, this building, this place that we've all been living in as human beings, this collective creation, has to be dismantled in order for a new world and a new way of being to be created. The hands-on healing can be a tool to help support you to navigate your way through these challenging and changing times. The challenging and changing times are inevitable, but how you navigate your way through it is up to you. And there's a huge amount of support available to you to help you. And as you tune into that and allow that to open you up to a more intuitive way of being, then you're going to see, sense, and know exactly how to respond, to react, to be in any given situation. Part of the awakening process is to awaken to a multidimensional way of being, a multisensory way of receiving information that can guide our lives and our collective vision for humanity into being. And so we are awakening a new sensory, a more highly evolved sensory system. And that's very, very exciting, very exciting. But what we also have to do in order to awaken to that and to stabilize it in a very physical and day-to-day way is we need to have very solid foundations in ourselves. We need to ground ourselves. Much of the grounding that we have is in the lower energy centers of our body, and they can no longer sustain us. There is a narrative within the rootage, the lower energy centers of the physical body that doesn't link us to the new earth grid. And the new earth grid is the intelligence, the wisdom, the navigation, the communication network that supports this multidimensional and multisensory awareness that will propel us forward in a clear, collective, sustainable way. A lot of information to take on, I know. Really huge amount of information. But well done. You're still listening, that's great. And coming back to why I love hands-on healing so much is it isn't complicated. And we are going to traverse some very challenging and potentially complicated times. Okay? But if we keep it simple, if we keep it really, really simple in that soft and graceful way, then we will be able to be guided, to be supported, to navigate, to be fluid within the changing times and remain healthy and happy, empowered and resourceful. And that's what it's about. You don't have to understand all of the complexities of it all, though some of you will want to. I understand that, but not everybody. And so a technique such as hands-on healing can really help to nourish the depths of your being so that you are able to move through the difficult times, but with trust, with a sense of okayness, with a sense of everything in its right place and all in perfect flow, even in amongst the chaos of it all, that you can find peace. And that peace is a place of absolute knowing that all is as it should be and all is as it needs to be to enable this awakening process to occur, and that you personally are in the flow of that, and that you don't doubt that, and that you hold on to that no matter what's going on, because you have that connection to that innate wisdom within you that true you of you, that empowered place. You're connecting with higher vibrations of information, and your roots are in a network of grounded resilience and sustainable information grid that lets you know that you are safe, that you're loved, and that you matter. And that's important. You may not have always had that information within the lower energy centers of your body, and that can leave you feeling unsafe. It can leave you feeling overwhelmed. It can leave your nervous system jangling. It can put you in overload of cortisol, stress levels so high, and this can create dysfunction in all the various systems of your physical body and leave you mentally, emotionally out of balance. And it can either leave you detached from your sense of spirituality and connection to all, but if you're tuned into this, it probably not. But for some people, it can create that, and so we can be sensitive to all the various experiences that people are having right now. Some people are in a state of disconnect, but some people can feel very, very connected and psycho-spiritually active, but not able to ground that. And it's the grounding now that's going to become really, really important. And I'm going to be talking about that a great deal more, probably in upcoming series, because it's too much to do in this particular series. And I don't want to take us away from our activations and what we're here to do with actually giving you a tool in your hands every day, which you can use to wash through all the systems of your body, to help balance your energy centers, to help release that which you no longer want. Let go, let go, let go. Give space to bring in a higher vibration of information, guidance. Create more space, more softness, more space, more softness. Yeah, that's what these hands do. Okay, that's what's going to happen as you start to expand your awareness, expand your consciousness, expand into a new way of being. Okay, and so softly, softly, bit by bit, as the activations start to work their magic through you, you will find that you're more relaxed. That's one of the most important things, and it sounds so simple. But if you can spend time just bringing yourself into a state of relaxation, so that that softness offers an opportunity to release much deeper stored stresses and worries and concerns, particularly things around our own safety as human beings, which is often held within the lower energy centers, particularly if you didn't have the grounded support and love as a child, or you didn't quite feel safe in the world when you arrived, or you didn't even really want to come here, huh? I know some of you feel like that, and all that's about to start to shift and change, okay? Because this is your time now. Yeah, it'll all start to make sense, why you're here, why you chose this time, what it's all about, okay? But very, very simply, for the grace to flow through us and into our bodies, we're going to, together, over these 6 sessions, have the activations. You could do them in the right order, that's very important, okay? Make sure you do them in the order that they're given. You can let them integrate in their own way. We'll go through the hand positions. And then after that, and you start your own 21-day self-healing, you can experience how the energy is working with you personally. And you can start to journal. You can write, make notes of the different things that are coming up for you if you feel to. I know some people like to sketch drawings. whatever works for you. But you may want to document this journey. Not that you'll necessarily want to look back on it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. That isn't the purpose of it. But just to help give you focus over this initial period of change. You can set an intention today if you haven't done so already. We can do that now. And if you'd like to just close your eyes. And take a moment just to set your intention. To start the process of self-healing, hands-on healing. To help to soften yourself from the inside out. Softening you into a new way of being. Softening you to be able to navigate through these changing times. And to set the intention that you're ready as a channel for grace. You can set that intention, and when you have done so, you can open your eyes. In a moment, I'm going to take you on the first meditation, and we can journey within. Each meditation throughout these 6 sessions has a different flavour, each preparing you for the activation that you will receive this session. Okay, so if you're feeling ready, let's do this first meditation. Take a moment now just to breathe into this space. If you haven't done so already, then this is the time to relax and close your eyes and experience a peaceful inner journey. Focus on your breathing. Breathing in a feeling of peace and relaxation. Breathing out any tension, any stress. Breathe in and allow your focus to be on taking in this moment, every precious drop of it. A moment of presence, an awareness of your sacred self. As you breathe in, allow the breath to transport you, taking you to a deeper, more purposeful part of yourself, who knows exactly what you need to do to relax fully and to enjoy this time of introspection. Your breath breathing in and out, relaxing you, taking you deeper and deeper into you. You can let go of anything which would otherwise get in the way of this blessed moment of calm and or peace. Anything that's going to get in the way of your moment of inner stillness and self-connection. You are connecting more deeply with yourself now than ever before. And this journey is an invitation to take yourself to a new level of awareness. A place where you can know yourself more fully and love yourself. Love yourself for simply being you. You can take a moment just to be grateful for all that you are and for the journey of your life so far. Perhaps a journey which has brought you to this powerful moment of awakening here and now. Take a moment to breathe. Breathe the breath of deep gratitude and say thank you for all you've been through, regardless of whether or not you perceive it to have been a positive experience or not. Say thank you for all that you've experienced and for all that you are and for what you will bring to the present moment through a more awakened way of being. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing else you need to do. This is a time and space just for you, which you've allocated for the purpose of deepening the connection you have to yourself and to the planet and to the cosmos. This is a space through which you can acknowledge a deeper connection to the truth of who you are, and through which a new energetic transmission can support you on your journey as an awakened healer, a transformer, and a pioneer. Rest back into this moment. Take a long, nice, easy breath. And as you breathe out, allow your heart to connect to the heart of our beloved planet. And give thanks for this connection, for the endless nurturing you receive each and every day, and for the wisdom which our natural world graciously provides. As you gently breathe and become aware of the rise and fall of your chest with each and every breath, imagine yourself connecting to the heart of the cosmos, to the galactic heart, to the energy which creates everything, which brings all into being. Give thanks for this power, for your connection to this power, for its endless supply of light energy transmission, the grace of the cosmic heart. Imagine your heart opening and receiving this download of grace, pouring through you into every cell of you. You can imagine your 50 trillion cells receiving this power as it pours into your body, filling you up and then seeping out into every pore and on into the space all around you. Flowing out of you back to the earth and on out into the cosmos. One endless cycle. One infinite flow of life-giving energy and power. You're part of this. Sense this connection now and sense it deepening. Whether you see, sense, feel, or imagine this, or just pretend, the experience will be unique to you. And so allow your own unique sensory system to share this experience with you in whichever way is natural and easy to you. Sometimes it's just a knowing. Sometimes it might be visual. It might feel like nothing very much, or it could feel incredible. No need to judge the experience. Just allow it to be what it is, and gently drop into it as deeply as you can. Immerse yourself in the flow of grace which pours through you and out into our beloved planet and beyond. This flow has no end. It can go on and on and on. Flows without you needing to acknowledge it or even understand it. Today you're invited to be a witness of it as it pours into you and floods our planet. Grace pouring in. Allow grace to pour through you, through every part of you. No matter where you are on your path of awakening, know that grace is with you and that you're learning to channel it, to open to receive it, to learn how to be guided and supported by it, and how to know where it's needed and how to maximize its effect. You are a channel for grace. You are learning to open your heart to a whole new level of healing power, potential, and purpose. You can imagine it as light pouring in through the top of your head and out through the soles of your feet. You can imagine it pouring from the palms of your hands, lighting up the space all around you. Light beams getting ready to become super activated in this new awakened phase of your life. Acknowledge this and simply breathe into the quiet, still place within, the place where all truth is known and where you are at one with all. In this quiet yet powerful inner space, you hear or sense a whisper deep within you, asking you if you're ready to be a channel for grace, ready to heal yourself and take your place, ready to plug into the grid of light and allow this powerful energy to ignite the transformational journey that our human evolution is ready for. Ready to plug in and take your power back from the grids or patterns which have taken vital life force from you, either personally, collectively, and/or historically. Ready to create space to channel the truth of who you are through the activation of the healer within. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this and more? You can ask yourself these questions and simply breathe. Breathe into this space of awakened presence. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Take all the time you need. So your physical body is made up of vortices of energy, many swirling energy vortices. And the activation that we're going to do, the first activation shortly, and that activation activates the energy centers in the palms of your hands. You have many energy centers here, but these are the two main ones that we're activating for channeling the energy. And the energy isn't coming from you, okay? It's coming through you and through your hands. It's coming from the cosmos. It's a greater energy. It's still you. You're connected to everything. But it's a powerful energy. It's the energy of creation. It's the life force energy moving through you and through these activated palms. And we'll do that first activation shortly. Get you ready to start to work with these energy centers. These swirling vortices, I'm just going to put a picture up to show you. In fact, I drew this picture over 20 years ago, just to explain how the energy centers of the body work, so that you can see the energy coming in through the top, going out through the bottom, and then coming out, these vortices spiraling out the front, and the same for the back. We're going to look at this a lot more over the coming sessions. But I particularly like this picture because what I wanted for you to see is the base and how the vortex comes out of the base of you, the bottom of you. It's often a very forgotten about area, but for the work that we're going to be doing, it's one of the most important, okay? Because everything now is about clearing the information streams, the information codes, the coded information that we got from the time that we were born up until this current time, that is hooked into, linked into, energetically connected, sharing information with the structures and frameworks of an old world. Okay, and we are dismantling, disconnecting, shifting those over to a new grid. Okay, and so we need to focus a softening through these energy vortexes, through beaming light from our hands into that below the waist energy vortex down into the earth, to help us to make that shift and to make those changes. Okay, so I thought this diagram kind of shows that beautifully, but also it looks a little bit like my husband, and I drew it at least 10 or more years before I met him. I mean, maybe it doesn't look like him to you. It kind of looks a bit like him to me. Some of you don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it always tickles me when I see this picture. So I hope that's useful to you, just to see how that spiraling vortex comes out of the base and encompasses the earth, the grounding, the connection to the electromagnetic field of the earth, and all the information of the structures of our civilization and our tribal connections in association with each other and the communities and our cultural heritage and collective experience is held within that. And all that's up for being changed currently. And it's going to be a very important step in the awakening process. So just to give you that as a little visual experience, just to see that. I hope that's useful. Now, we're going to do the first of the activations, okay? What I'd like you to do whilst we're doing the activations is initially just to close your eyes. Not just yet, because I need you to just see what I'm doing. You'll put your hands together, okay? So your palms are coming together, okay? And they're coming to your heart, okay? And just take a breath. And then at some point, you'll just get a sense that you just need to place your hands in front of you, okay, to receive the activation. And then you'll get a sense that they're done. And then you place them back together. You bring them back to your heart. And then you put your hands on your heart like this. Okay? You basically can't get this wrong. If you don't do it exactly how I asked you to do it, it will still work. Okay? Yeah, but that's how we would do it. We would hands together, hands open. Yeah, hands together like this. Okay? Yeah. Give it your best shot. The energies will be coming in to support you to do the activation. And so we're going to do that now. It won't take a few moments. Okay, so ready? And when you're ready, activation 1. Okay, take all your time, all the time you need, just to bring your awareness back from that activation. There's no rush. Okay, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Great. So today starts quite a big, powerful process. So you need to take extra good care of yourself as the energies start to work with you. Make sure you take some time out to rest. Drink plenty of water. Okay, you're in the process of change. This is a transformational series. Okay, and so let the integrations occur naturally and easily with grace and ease for you. Softly, softly, gently, gently, with love and with grace into your beautiful self. Okay, you can take some time later if you like to write a few notes or sketch out your experience or whatever your vision is for this coming 6 sessions, or anything that feels relevant on your journey of healing, of awakening, of transformation. In the second session, we'll be looking at the healer within. We'll be doing some processes to access and superpower that part of you. So as you're really, really on board with this next incredible phase of your life, and that you can make the very best out of your awakened hands of grace. There's nothing that you can't do. It's all within you. And as you awaken to the true you of you, you'll discover what it is that you really do want to do. And that you'll find that within you is all the awareness, all the senses, all the resources, everything required to bring that into being naturally and easily. And the energies are here to support you to do that. And that expansive space through which that can happen is becoming clearer and clearer as you begin to channel grace through you at this time. I hope you've enjoyed our first session and that you've got a sense of the energies that we're working with and that they resonate with you, and that you're ready and looking forward to the session tomorrow, or the next session that we do. Okay. If you want to ask me any questions, make any comments, share about your experience, then please do so in the comments below on YouTube. I always love to hear from you, and I know that everyone else likes to hear about the experiences that each other are having, and that really helps to feel part of a community, a sense of connection, a sense of us being in this together. And it's all about that right now. It's all about the wonderful networks that we can create and the connections that we make and the sense of love that we share, and the empowered way of being that becomes more possible when we're seen for being able to do these very magical and very beautiful and very natural things in our lives, and that we can call upon these energies more and more and sharing them in greater and greater ways. Thanks for being with me for this session. See you in session 2.